Alright, well, thought I'd do a little work to the El Camino today. I've done a little bit more work on the Frankenhood, but I just haven't gotten too far with it. For those of you that don't know, I went and finally re-exchanged my shielding gas tank and got some shield gas for the welder and all that stuff. But anyways, part should be in here tomorrow. I ordered a new driver's door handle, which I don't know how that's broke like that. It just is. And we've been driving this around quite a bit, but this is broke off, so you got to roll down the window every time and get out. So this is new. The other one was missing the knob. And with my new door handle parts, I ordered a new one of these for the passenger side, so it'll all look uniform. But I thought anyways I could get this door panel off and get these broken parts off to make a swift, easy install tomorrow for it. Another thing is I was trying to figure out what the heck this thing was. Finally figured it out. It has something to do with the seatbelt retractor. But the one on the passenger side is still good. This one's kind of seized up, probably why it's broken. But the things that you learn, I guess, about these kind of cars. So anyways, I'm gonna grab a few tools. I just have a little pick tool to grab the serre clip out of there to pull that off. There's like a couple of Phillips heads. And take that thing off. I'm not sure on that yet. And there might be some hidden screws in here, but might all just pop off with little pop pins. So anyways, I'll grab some tools and turn the camera back on when I think I have something you might want to see. Alright, just the little clip that goes on there that holds that in. Took that out. Two little Phillips screws in the armrest, and I need to get some new lock things. There's a couple big Phillips screws in there, and like I said, I'm not sure on that yet, so I'll keep plucking away at it. That wasn't too terrible. These rivets from the factory, I might try to get lazy and knock that pin out and not drill all the rivets out and all that stuff, but we'll see. I don't think this door's been torn apart too many times. It's actually still got the little buttons holding everything together. It's going to be kind of tough to see, but down in here someplace. Oh, you can see them right there. There's two 7/16 bolts maybe. I hold the outer door handle on, so get those off and kind of decide what I'm going to do about that. I don't know if the new assembly comes with rivets or, you know, bolts or something. So, but door panel comes in two pieces, probably because of the adjustable mirror there. So, well, I will continue on with what I'm doing, and like I said, I'll break out the camera when I think something's necessary. Alright, well, so far here's the broken parts. Went ahead and drilled out the rivets, even though I was going to try to be lazy and not do it. I don't know why these parts broke, because everything moves good and free, even the connecting rod. I don't know how that is so distorted, but it definitely is. Trying to get a good angle here, but it's pretty twisty. But just a ratchet 7/16 got in there, a ratcheting wrench got in there and got those free. And here's the broken door handle, or window crank handle. So those new parts should be in tomorrow. Get those put in. I definitely didn't shut the door because that'd probably be a real pain to try to figure out how to open this without the handles in it. So pretty easy, really. But the rest of the supercharger parts, the other pulley and stuff I'm waiting for, will be in Friday from Summit Racing. And then I found well, I've kind of been talking to this guy who's doing the same thing with his AMX, putting an LS, and he had the right GM drive-by-wire throttle body. So I bought that from him. It's on its way, so hopefully we can get this guy fired up here soon so we can see everything that I didn't put together right on it. So, and we'll continue on to Frankenhood. So anyways, I'll get these parts in tomorrow and we'll get this door all patched back together. So this thing will be a little bit better, and I got a dash mat for it too. It should be in here soon, so get her cleaned up a little bit. Unfortunately, it's not the time right now to put good 15-inch fun tires on these rims yet, so we'll still be just cruising around on the studded snow tires because it's supposed to get really crummy up here soon. So, alright, well, as soon as those parts come in, I'll keep adding on to this video. Got the new parts in today. Just in case you're doing this yourself, I got these at CarQuest, so it's a Dorman part. Here's the part number for the exterior door handle. And the Dorman part for the interior handle. And then of course the Dorman part for the window crank handle. So, alright, well, try to get this stuff put on so I can get the door back together. Alright, for whatever reason the other SD card didn't really record me putting the parts back in the way I wanted to, so I guess I didn't have it formatted. It was a new card I was trying, so I don't have any footage of me putting this stuff back in like I was hoping. But anyways, it wasn't hard. I didn't use rivets. I just got two small little machine screws with kind of like the Teflon nuts, self-locking nuts. And I just threaded them back into where the rivets were. All this went back in as usual. Got my new door handle on there. I got the new one for that side. I just haven't put it on. And got this in. Real simple. It was actually really simple. So nothing a guy can't do on his own at all. So if anybody else has a GM handle set up like that, or an El Camino, and you have the same problems I have, it should be pretty simple. But so last night we were driving. Of course it was cold and windy and -10 out, and lost a tire. So she blew out. And the spare tire we had I got on there, and that's where it was. It was pretty much flat, but it got us all the way back, so I had to drive on it semi-flat, and it's really old and sketchy looking itself, so but, made it back home. It was super cold, kind of late, it was super dark out. Nice guy stopped by with his flashlight, and I had a flashlight but not a very bright one, and he stopped by and shined his light and helped us out, but thankfully every tire changing component was in this car, and even though it wasn't a very good spare tire, it still got us home. So I guess the Z28 wheels are probably going to go on it quicker than I thought. I priced out some 14-inch tires for this, and surprisingly it's $100, $150 more for 4 14-inch tires than it is for 4 brand new 15-inch tires that will fit on these rims. So but anyways, that's what I know right now. But I'm gonna put some air in that spare tire. I'm gonna kick the Camino out and start working on Frankenhood again. So, and I think I already said I got my shielding gas tank, so get some more work done to the hood. Okay, well, I'm hiding inside the El Camino because we got the new dash cover for it, and that way you don't have to hear that annoying heater up there. So this thing came with some sticky Velcro. So I guess I'll have to cut little spotches on it and, you know, get it figured out. Come on now. Good thing the horn doesn't work in this. Probably would have hit it a few times already. Better make sure this dash mat even fits. It was only a couple of days late. Alright, I'm gonna have to turn you off a minute so I don't struggle. Okay, looks to me the best way to do this is start on the passenger side and work my way over, because there's some little intricate little spaces and whatnot. Oh, and another quick update is I went ahead and ordered the 15-inch tires for those wheels there. So got them off a tire rack. Pretty good deal. You know, nothing real expensive or fancy, just something to get some tires on this, because I think I was saying earlier 14-inch tires cost more than the 15-inch tires for this car. So we'll just upgrade it a little bit and put some 15-inch on there. But alright, well, I'm gonna swing over there and start looking into it. Well, for 15 bucks, you know, it's better than seeing all the dash cracks. You know, basically I just went and trimmed up my little thing of Velcro and strategically placed it on the dash, and then stuck the carpet down. So I think it's pretty good. Is it gonna focus or not? But a couple other issues with the El Camino. The night we were driving it, we got a flat tire. None of the dash lights and the cluster work. Neither does the clock or the horn. But all the other lights work in the dash. The radio light, this thing. The cigarette lighter doesn't work either. So I don't know if it's a fuse or not. I did adjust the steering in this on the steering box. I tightened it in basically 4 revolutions before it got tight, and then I backed it off a 1/4 inch and tightened down the lock nut. She's still pretty drifty on the road, so I checked the rubber coupling between the steering box and the steering column, and it's in real good shape. There's no binding or twisting in it or rot or anything, but I do know I can turn that steering column under the hood and watch the shaft in the steering box turn quite a bit before it even starts connecting inside the to the the steering arm, the drag links. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that power steering box is probably shot, which isn't a big deal. They're pretty inexpensive. So the other thing on this car too is it makes a really horrible just noise in the front. The car is really super quiet, but if you walk in the front of the car, I mean, it sounds like a starter grinding. So I don't know if the water pump bearing is going bad or the alternator bearing is going bad or the power steering pump, but something's grinding up front, so I was going to loosen the belts and see if I can't hear what's making noise. So stay tuned for that. We'll unloosen this guy first. Let's see. That is going to be 9/16. There we go. Can't really hear because of that heater. I'm going to say it's probably not the alternator making the noise. Let's see here. Power steering pumps are always real fun. I think I gotta loosen that bolt there. And I don't know, probably this bolt or something. I'll loosen those off and get the belt off and we'll take a listen. Oh, and it was actually that bolt back there. And there's probably another bolt. Probably that bolt there. Well, I'm glad to say it wasn't the power steering pump just being loose, because so far every one of these bolts have been He-Man'd on there. There we go. Alright. Huh. Maybe that's what was making the noise. Maybe my power steering's just low. I don't hear any other. I don't know anything else that'd be making that noise, but it's pretty loud. Well, it's probably just the power steering pump being low. Cross her fingers. I'll get a new belt for it anyways. But so there's the bolt that I adjusted on the steering, and it's got quite a bit of play in it still. It actually has more than that. My steering wheel's locked. But I'm probably going to jack this car up anyways, because my other complaint about this car, other than it's really super quiet, it's got a really bad exhaust leak on the passenger side somewhere. And it's kind of annoying. So I don't know if it's the exhaust manifold leaking, or the donut on it, or there's a hole in the exhaust pipe. I don't really know. So probably going to check that out too. But we'll see. I might jack it up and we'll take a look under there together, and then I'm going to work on that a little bit tonight as well. So try to get a couple videos out tomorrow for you guys. So I will see what I'm going to do here. Alright, well, this is the first time I've ever really climbed under here and looked. Pretty dirty. Well, definitely got a dual exhaust on it. Oh, see if I can squeeze myself under here. Well, transmission pan's leaking a little bit. I'm pretty sure the intake is actually leaking oil. Cause I kind of looked at that the other day. But I am going to take educated guess that the exhaust leak is up there. Those tranny lines are right on top of that too. Oh, pretty solid. I don't really see any rust in the floor. A little bit surface rust, but you know, I'm thinking it needs front shocks too. Looking at that rubber there. Looks pretty wore out, but you know, little things at a time. It's expensive having all these project cars, but I can't complain about anything else on it. I mean, it's a good rig. The guy I got the car from, I mean, the receipt for the tires, they're in the glove box, but they're a little, they got to be a little bit old. They got a little dry rot to them, so that's why I've decided to just go ahead and bite the bullet, get some tires. Let's see here. Using my phone as a light. Well, I'm gonna say it's probably gonna need looks like it's gonna need some tie rods. Wonder if that's wonder if Chevy actually casted 305 in the block like that. But anyways, it looks like the drag link is seeing better days. It's probably really hard for you to see it wiggling on it. I'm sure the pitman and idle arms are probably wore out too. But we will have to address them as we go. I think that steering box is pretty well shot too. It looks like it's leaking out of the back here too. So, well, can't expect much. I think he told me this car had, right now it's got to have almost, it's got to be getting up there to 300,000 miles, so I'm sure it's, wouldn't hurt to replace that stuff, so, but so far it's been pretty simple to work on. I'm guessing that noise is just going to be the power steering pump. Alright, well, just kind of a look into the madness that is the El Camino. So, guess those new tires will be in next week sometime, so that'll give me some time to clean up those wheels and do some other small things to them and get them ready. I'll go get a new belt and stuff, and I may just get a new exhaust donut. Try to fix the exhaust clatter on that side and price out some drag links and pitman arms and tie rod ends and, excuse me, go from there. Alright, well, here's a little video on El Camino, so thanks for watching.